Hello, my name is David Renne, and I'm the president of the International Solar Energy Society. I want to take this opportunity to thank Fred Franca and all of the organizers of All About Energy for inviting me to give a speech at this important conference. I regret that I cannot be there in person to meet with all of you. However, I do believe that your participation in this event being held in the beautiful city of Fortaleza will benefit all of you as you pursue your own programs and business activities in the rapidly expanding field of renewable energy. I first want to use this opportunity to spend just a few minutes talking with you about the society for which I've had the privilege to serve as president for the past year and a half, the International Solar Energy Society, or ISIS. ISIS was formed back in the 1950s with the primary purpose of bringing together scientists and engineers interested in advancing the research and development of renewable energy technologies, and in particular solar technologies. Our mission remains to provide scientifically credible and up-to-date renewable energy and energy efficiency information and networking opportunities to the global communities of scientists, educators, practitioners, industries, policymakers, and to the general public. ISIS reach around the world has grown substantially over the years and is now represented by over 50 sections throughout both the developing and developed world. One of our major sections is right here in Brazil, called ISIS do Brasil, with its headquarters located at the University of Santa Catarina in Florianópolis. Samuel Abreu represents the Brazilian section on the ISIS Board of Directors. In addition to our individual members and section representation, ISIS is an accredited NGO with the United Nations and has formed strategic partnerships with the UN organizations such as the United Nations Environment Program and the Commission on Sustainable Development, as well as other organizations such as the International Energy Agency and now, of course, the International Renewable Energy Agency. ISIS is also a partner with the Renne Alliance. That's a strategic alliance of associations representing the 5 key renewable technologies: solar, wind, hydro, geothermal, and bioenergy. At least one of the association partners, Stefan Zanger, who is the executive director of the World Wind Energy Association, is represented here at All About Energy this week. So you can see that ISIS Foundation is a membership organization comprised of researchers and practitioners engaged in solid and credible scientific research and R&D to advance clean energy technologies, and on end users and activists dedicated to bring these technologies to the market and inform governments of the role they play in energy security, economic growth, and environmental health. I particularly want to make note that ISIS has recently launched a Young ISIS program, which is attracting university students and young professionals from all over the world to share their knowledge and experiences through a wide range of social networking mechanisms. Among the many services offered to our members and our sections is a well-known solar energy journal, edited by Professor Yogi Goswami, and often containing superb articles about research progress and trends in Brazil. So a membership in ISIS gives you the opportunity to be connected with like-minded individuals and organizations throughout the world, and with all of those dedicated to seeing a significant growth in the share of their energy coming from renewable energy technologies. Beyond these key services to our members is a growing effort to link the developing and developed countries through technical and policy information exchange. We have recently initiated a program called the ISIS Solar Education Exchange, which will be focused on linking school-age children around the world on renewable energy practices and programs using web-based or social media. Along with this activity, we will continue to undertake projects to facilitate the transfer of renewable energy technologies and sustainable practices. A key element of this will be built around the premise of energy equity and the key role of gender equity in fostering the development of renewable energy programs worldwide. All of these activities are leading to what we are calling a roadmap to a renewable energy world. Our vision within ISIS is a rapid transition to a world where virtually all energy sources are supplied by clean, renewable technologies. With the technology breakthroughs we have seen and which you will be learning about at this conference, we know that this goal is realistic. Nevertheless, we face significant challenges in securing the will of governments and the financial commitments required to achieve such a goal. A successful transition to a renewable energy world involves 3 major considerations. cost-effective and reliable technologies, favorable policies, and access to financial resources, both through the public and private sectors. But this three-legged stool must be firmly grounded in one fundamental principle, and that is for widespread community and public acceptance of these technologies. For the rapid transition to occur, all actors must be involved: governments, financiers, consumers, utilities, private sector businesses, NGOs such as ISIS, research organizations such as laboratories and universities, and so on. The roadmap can draw upon the successes of the photovoltaic industry as a model. Over the past 30 years, PV deployments worldwide have grown at a near doubling rate every year, and by the end of this year, installed PV capacity will exceed 20 gigawatts worldwide. That's equivalent to more than 20 large coal or nuclear power plants. The learning curve following this growth has resulted in 20% or more reduction in the cost of PV for every doubling of its installed capacity. Such a program has been made possible through a variety of feedback mechanisms. As manufacturing and installation costs come down, further financing is attracted, and governments develop favorable policies to further accelerate their growth. In turn, successful R&D and deployment programs, such as the recent Sunshot Initiative in the U.S. and the valiant efforts here in Brazil to highlight sustainability in the upcoming World Cup and Olympics events through such actions as installing substantial PV capacity on the new stadiums, will contribute further to lower manufacturing and deployment costs and expanded markets over the long term. We see similar positive feedback trends with other renewable energy technologies, and a successful roadmap to a renewable energy future must continue to have these favorable feedback mechanisms work for all technologies and throughout all societies. We and all future generations are facing serious challenges with respect to climate change and resource depletion. The environmental, economic, and energy security benefits that a renewable energy future offers cannot be ignored. Your membership in ISIS, as well as ISIS do Brasil, connects you not only with the significant grassroots actions toward creating a renewable energy future in your own country, but also with movements around the world where societies everywhere desire to create their own roadmap for a renewable energy future. ISIS will soon be hosting a significant event, the ISIS Solar World Congress, which this year will be held from August 28th to September 2nd in the beautiful city of Kassel, Germany, just a short train ride from Frankfurt. Here we can expect as many as 1,000 participants from developed and developing countries to share their knowledge and experience in renewable energy research and applications, and to hear from governmental and non-governmental officials describing policy trends that are making these technologies so successful. I invite all of you to attend this conference in this beautiful setting. So in closing, I ask that as you leave this conference, you use your passion and your knowledge to spread the important messages you gain here to others, not only in your own community, but also throughout the world. ISIS' vision for a world powered by renewable energy implies renewable energy access to all people everywhere. This includes the 1.4 billion world citizens who currently have no access to modern energy services, the 1.3 billion living on traditional biomass fuels typically used in an unsustainable way, and the over 2 billion who are struggling to survive on less than $2 a day. It has been a real honor for me to be serving as ISIS president and to see the great work the society is doing worldwide. Thank you for the opportunity to present this message, and I wish you all a successful conference.